Nation's #1 DJ, DJ Rockwell.
Yo, this is Apocalypse, the lyrical warner, hip-hop revelator. And you rockin' with the nation's #1 DJ, DJ Rockwell, you understand me?
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we are back again. Once again, it's Saturday. It's Saturday. And you know where we are every Saturday at 7 p.m. We're right here. This is DJ Rockwell, the nation's #1 DJ, and you're tuned into the Rockwell Radio Show. What's good? What's good, Facebook? What's good, YouTube? I got an exciting conversation for you today. I mean, a real one, Big Dave. But before we jump into it, we need everyone to help us. And we'll be talking about black media today. But to help us be better at what we do, we need everybody to just go ahead, hit the share button, hit the like button. Come on and tag somebody to let them know that we're on the air right now. And above all, if you're watching on YouTube, make today be the day that you subscribe to the Rockwell Radio Show. And when you go ahead and hit that like, when you hit that subscribe, be sure to turn on the notifications. I tell you what, Big Dave, tonight is special because we get to talk about two things that I really, 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 really love. And I also got to mention, Big Dave, that, man, we got a sponsor. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Bateen's Day. Tonight, we're going to learn more about our dearly late brother named Bateen Muhammad and a great big event coming up in Macon, Georgia on August 6th. So stay tuned for more information about Bateen's Day. But tonight, we're going to be talking about two of my passions. Black media, the history of black media, and why you should be in the fight to support it, along with a brother who is taking NOI hip hop and put it on a whole new plateau via his ingenuity using black media resources. So if you're watching tonight, I want to ask you, do you support black media? Well, Vaughn, I'm watching you right now, so evidently I do. If you watch somebody, if you tune into somebody, we want to use today as an opportunity to share other podcasts you rock with. Who are your media sources outside of mainstream media? Who do you watch? Who do you get information from? Big shout out to The Final Call newspaper. Big shout out to the Final Call app, where you'll get the minister 24/7. But let me give you some quick information here. I wrote down some notes. I want to stick to it here. We have to understand, firstly, that black media is under attack. Make no mistake about it. Black media and messages that support our well-being are under serious attack by the mainstream. Let's go further with that. As you all know, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan was taken off of Facebook, taken off of Instagram in 2019. Why? Who made the call? Who had the authority to make that call and that decision? People who own the media platform. That's who. The question is, do you have the authority? Do you own a platform? And if you don't, are you supporting black people who do? Let's go on a little further. A little quick history about black-owned media history. The first black-owned newspaper was published in 1927, Big Dave. In 1827, pardon me. And it was called the Freedom Journal. And in the middle half of the 19th century, there were over 40 black newspapers. Some of them were called Colored American. Another was called North Star, the Frederick Douglass Papers, the Christian Recorder, and on and on and on. But as time would go on, they began to fold, Big Dave. And you know why they began to fold? Why is that? They began to fold because at that time, they were fighting black illiteracy. And they were fighting for advertisers because advertisers boycotted them because they were black owned. So here we are today, ladies and gentlemen, with black people smarter than ever. Yeah, we can read, but do we watch black media? And now in the digital age, you've got podcasters, you've got digital hosts, you've got all kinds of digital access to people who can tell our stories, but are we watching? And before I bring on my guest, just as a point of contrast, Dave, you up on Joe Rogan, right? Yes. Did y'all know that Joe Rogan has 11 million views per episode? Crazy. 11 million views per episode. Where is our Joe Rogan? Don't you know he competes with the majors with those kind of numbers? Why don't we do those kind of numbers? We can if we unite and tell somebody to follow the 3 steps of the Rockwell Radio Show. We can do that if you hit the like and share button, if you tag somebody, and if you support by subscribing and turning on the notifications. Our brother tonight has built a platform we want to talk about. He has built an incredible following with over 25,000 subscribers, and he's a hip hop head. But he's been under attack. And he is a big supporter of the NOI hip hop community. And he came up with an entire nation station. Let's start our show by watching this.
You're tuned in to the NOI Hip Hop Network.
You already know what it is.
Let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, he's originally born in Buffalo, New York. Now he lives on the West Coast in Arizona. Married for 15 years, 9 children, a family man. He is a videographer, a photographer, web designer, and he loves his people. He loves his nation. So much so that he is under attack. But we got his back. Please welcome for the first time on the Rockwell Radio Show, my brother and yours, the founder of NOI Chronicles, Brother Yusuf Muhammad.
Hey, peace. Hey.
Welcome to the Rockwell Radio Show, black man.
It's an honor to be on the show.
Brother, glad to have you, man. You are doing something that is so incredible. Not only has your platform been broadcasting messages by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, messages by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, you connecting the dots of a whole generation by running 24/7 NOI hip hop, man. Nobody else is doing that. Nobody else is doing that. So, brother, my hat is tipped to you, Brother Yusuf. So we want everybody to share the show. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Come on, y'all. Tag somebody, because tonight we're talking about black media, and you can help us get the word out by subscribing to the Rockwell Radio Show and hitting the notifications buttons. Big brother, let me ask you a big question to start, because I'm just curious. I want to know, when we look at the word chronicles, the very definition of the word chronicles means a factual written account of important or historical events in the order of their occurrence. That's the textbook definition of the word chronicle. Why did you choose to add that word to the title of your YouTube channel?
Well, I really wrote that title because the original plan was to strictly with archive videos. When I first started, I didn't have a site on what I really wanted to do. So I was with I came over and I had all these things and whatnot. When my wife came over with Chronicle, and I loved it. And so when I first started, I was like, I'll try to stick that. And I had all these ideas. So it didn't really fit.
Okay, right.
I feel like I love the name so much. I decided to keep it.
And brother, we thank you, because what you've achieved right now has been nothing short of awesome. And props to the wife. Let me get this round of applause for her for coming coming up with the name. Come on, man. Ain't nothing better than a woman that got your back, brother.
Only.
So give us the origin story. Tell us the how it came together. And more importantly, I'm curious to know, have you got any response or any feedback from headquarters?
Well, let me start with the origins. So one day I was in the house and I used to listen to these live radios on YouTube, lo-fi 24/7. It's like lo-fi. I'm not familiar with it, but it's like hip hop and jazz together.
Definitely.
And so it's something that listen to all the time when I used to listen and logo design and did all all my work. And as I was listening to it, I was, man, it would be really dope to have this playing minister 24/7. So I had that idea, expecting somebody else to do it. And then I don't know what happened. It just came to the point where I was like, how they raised radio, how what they did in order to get it running 24/7. So I started doing the research, and there was no one video that touched on everything how to run radio on YouTube.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I had to take this video, I had some this one, and use all those together. So when I first started, I started with my own computer, my hardware and everything.
Right.
And I launched it back in 2017, 18. Yeah. And so I started running a lot of issues as far as running smoothly, it crashed in and like that. So I had to scrap it for a little while, figure how to get it running smooth. I didn't want anybody to thump and watch something that's skipping constantly.
Right. Nobody likes to watch a skipping record. We don't like that.
Yeah. So I found what do you call them? Servers who host servers.
Right.
And so I connected with them. and found out paying something that was working for my budget. I'll pay monthly when their service run radio 7. And so that's how it started. We launched it back in 2019, I believe. Yes, sir. So that's how it started.
So let's get this right. Brother Daniel, thank you for tuning in, my brother. Let me get this right. You went into your own pocket, hobbled together your own machines, bought a server, and decided, you know what? I ain't gonna ask nobody. I'm gonna do this myself.
Yes, sir.
And on that note, let me be clear, make sure that I understand. Do you have a background in broadcasting? Do you have a background in technology? And the point I'm trying to get to is, I see your motivation to be love. What is your background that's related to broadcasting, that's related to this? And if it isn't there, what is your why?
Well, I've always been into technology, tech. Never had a history in broadcasting. But when I have an idea or figure out something, it's something in me does not figure it out. And that's been a double-edged sword on my behalf. Sometimes I get so involved with it, I start thinking other things. But it's I think it's beautiful in a sense because it allows me to accomplish my Allah's will, something that I had in my mind. So I don't have no history broadcasting, but I'll get it.
I love that. Big Day, my man said, I figured it out.
He's speaking to a specific drive.
Man, that's beautiful. That's how things get done, is having a drive, a will. We talk about in the study guide number 5, building the will. And in this interview, we'll talk more about that and why that's such a necessity with Black media. You're looking at the Rockwell Radio Show, ladies and gentlemen. Today's episode is brought to you by Teens Day, happening August the 6th. Right here, not right here, but close to here in Atlanta, in Macon, Georgia. That's August the 6th, where they'll be honoring our beloved brother, Bateen Muhammad, who actually had a great interview on this podcast. And you got to go back and watch it. And more about that in just a few more moments. Let me get in another question or two before we jump to break.
Okay.
Let's ask this, big brother. Now, your channel, and I mentioned this in the introduction, your channel has now grown to in excess of over 25,000 subscribers. You talked about your humble beginnings and how you kind of pieced things together. What did you think when you started seeing all these people starting to subscribe?
Man, I was wow. All praises to Allah.
Right.
Gonna launch the radio, which is just Fire Radio at the time. I had about 400 subscribers with the videos I uploaded prior to the radio. But once the radio got running smoothly, I mean, it was thousands. It was flowing, and it was incredible. It was almost a dream come true. It was just a phenomenal feeling.
Wow. Alaikum salam, Sister Marianne. Everybody in the chat room, do us a big favor if you haven't already done so. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and I would love to know what city you all are watching from. Let us know where y'all rocking with us from. And if you haven't subscribed to the Rockwell Radio Show, we would love to have you. Yeah, so back to my brother real quick.
Jane, by the way.
Oh, come on. Now let me give her a hand. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for tuning in. Now, when you saw that, obviously it's all praise due to Allah.
Yes, sir.
Did you expect that to mushroom to what it has?
I be honest, no. And No and yes. Because I've seen people talk about how their channels once they started on the radio. But I didn't know how they respond to 24-hour Farrakhan radio. It's along with music. Because I know that's not every case.
Right.
So when I seen that happen, it was like, wow, this is actually happening. So it was. I wasn't even sharing it and promoting it how I should have been. But it was phenomenal. Just everybody else sharing it, and I had people come to tell me about it. You see this? So I'm like, man. So I haven't said anything as far as in like I kept my name off a long time because I didn't want to look at folks because you say radio. I want everybody look at it like got our radio. So this is ours.
And it's so funny that you say that because once I discovered it, of course, I immediately thought that it might have been something sponsored by Headquarters. And I soon realized that, no, this is independently ran. And like you just pointed out, it was kind of difficult to find who was behind this great idea. Thank Allah, I found Brother Yusuf. We are up against our first break. We got more questions when we get back. Talking to Yusuf Muhammad, the founder of NOI Chronicles. It is a YouTube channel that you can go support that has over 25,000 subscribers that plays 24/7 NOI hip hop. More on that when we get back. 24/7 The Messenger. More on that when we get back. You tune in to the Rockwell Radio Show.
What up with it, man? You already know what time it is. It's me, Young Kind of Don. I'm up in this thing.
Peace. This is Aziz, the Kid Kareem, the Life Giving MC. Peace, everyone. This is Brother Anthony K. Muhammad, also known as A-Tone, the hip-hop historian.
Peace, family. What's going on? It's Brother Jabril, Brother Mustafa, Lordship Productions in the building.
I am your sister, Arian Nicole. Peace, peace, peace. It's your sister, Sue Axel. You're watching the Rockwell Radio Show. You are now tuned in live to the Rockwell Radio Show. Right now, you're listening to Rockwell Radio Show.
Rockwell Radio. If you ain't listening, man, you wasting time. You on all these other stations, you need to tap in. Rockwell Radio.
You know what it is. Watch them.
I'm here with Brother Rockwell, the Rockwell Radio Show.
You ain't in the game, you in the stand. Stop playing, man. Let's go.
Worldwide, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Download the Final Call Radio app and take us everywhere. On your phone, on your computer, on your tablet, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can also log on to finalcall.com and click the Listen Live button or finalcallradio.com. Final Call Radio, the official voice of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. That was segment 1, and now we're here for segment 2. This is the Rockwell Radio Show. This is the nation's #1 DJ Rockwell, and you're watching the Rockwell Radio Show. Help us out. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, tag somebody, hit the like and share button, and subscribe if you're watching us via the YouTube channel. We're talking about today with our brother Yusuf Muhammad, the founder of NOI Chronicles. And I'm telling you, brother, again, what you did has been absolutely fantastic. And we're going to go a bit deeper because we understand that this hasn't been a cakewalk.
No, sir.
I want you to talk a little bit about sacrifice and the hard work it takes to maintain NOI Chronicles, because we only, as the user, we only just hit play and be like, oh, nice. And you, from what I understand, are practically a one-man show. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Tell us what goes into making the NOI Chronicles happen every day.
Okay, so as far as with the Farrakhan Radio, each radio is individual. We have Farrakhan Radio, Elijah Muhammad Radio, and the Nation Station when I joined, and one of them have pretty much their different package. So with Fargo, I have when they're each lecture that I upload, I want to about some of the beginning. I know a lot of people did a minister about some of the beginning, cut off the ends, and I have to go in, rename the lectures, make sure that audio is clear. I had to make sure everything lines with OBS Studio. It's a lot of work as far as in putting one lecture and then the Nation Station when I know it's pretty much the same like but the Nation Station I know is a whole ball game. And we have multiple missions and we strive to make radio so I listen each song without any curse words that here.
Wow.
And edit it out. Have to. So we have where we see the image of the person behind the song. So I have to connect that with that audio. Rename it. So it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. It's time consuming. But like I said, I have this thing here. If I have an idea, I keep it. I gotta go until
driven.
That idea is fulfilled. And
driven.
And I'll tell you it's a long time. It take a long time. But like I said, I look at it as a blessing from Allah in order to make this happen.
Earlier in the introduction, I mentioned the black press that came before us. I mentioned the first black newspaper being founded in 1827. Imagine the sacrifice, because at that time, when you stood up to publish information for the benefit of black people, in some cases you paid with your life. I read histories of offices being firebombed and lynched, and owners of these black presses being drug out and lynched in the street. Today, we don't face that problem. Today, we face a different problem. Today, we face the problem of getting our people to even know we exist. And brother, I have one good story I want to share with you. And on that note, I was one day at a restaurant, and I may have told you this story, but I want to tell the listeners this story. I was at a restaurant one day and I bumped into an MGT. I was going in the door and she was coming out the door. And I said, "Oh, assalamu alaikum, sister so-and-so." She said, "Wa alaikum salam." And it turned out she was one who watches the Rockwell radio show. And she said, "Oh, there's another channel out there, Brother Vaughn. I don't know the name of it, but it's the Minister 24/7. It's the Messenger 24/7. And I said, "Brother is on his job." He is on his job. And she went on to say these words, "But how come so many of us don't know about it? What do you think will help?" Because now we don't have to hold up a paper and read, now people just have to press a button. What will help us get the message of freedom, justice, and equality out to our people at a bigger scale?
I think what will help us is just to have back our people, in any endeavor. I think it's people out here with a lot of ideas. Maybe some that can't combat white man's platforms and everything like that. But I think we don't give other a chance due to the fact that it might not be as what was used to, or it might not look as clean, But I feel if we really want to be successful, I think we should support each other more in any endeavor that we're trying to do. No matter how messed up it might look, how you know what is lacking, whatever. Even if it's a score, if you don't have all the items that you want, just support. I think that's the biggest thing is for us to support no matter what.
So let's jump to this thought, because it's going to take us, and I'm talking to you at home, it's going to take us to only pick up our finger and hit like. Now, you're more of a tech guy than I am. Can you give us an education on the way, and people who may be YouTube broadcasters and hosting digital podcasters may need this information, if you know, and I'm kind of going off script to answer this question. Talk about the YouTube algorithm and the science, if you have this kind of information, on how they use it to either bolster the information and the content they want people to see, and to suppress the content they don't want people to see.
Well, the algorithm, from what I understand, it changes all the time. They boost, but a lot of people are looking up. A lot of people are knowing. I'm not gonna speak to it, but this is what I know.
Sure.
But it's a lot of things that they have that's we call red flag. And those that red flag is the back end of the algorithm. So it don't get as much. It doesn't. A lot of people don't see it. So if by any chance, something that's red flag gets blown up. There goes the snack video. Goes against our guidelines, things of that nature.
100%. Right now, we're being watched all the way across the pond. Salute to my brother official MNIB. Wa alaikum salam, soldier. Now, we're up against our next break-in just a moment, but I want to kind of preface the next question, because you're talking about flags and YouTube. In particularly, according to what I read on your YouTube channel recently, is that you got a flag from YouTube. I want people to understand the kind of juggernaut that YouTube is. Big Dave, I want to read some notes I took about just how big and how powerful YouTube is.
Got over there.
Did y'all know that YouTube is the second most used site behind Google itself? In 2017, Brother Yusuf, Google had over 400 hours of content uploaded per minute. It's the second most popular website in the world, and in 2019, it went from 400 to 500 hours of content uploaded per minute. And I'm laying this base for a reason. We're talking about a platform that has 2.5 billion users worldwide in any number of languages I learned. So why do I cite these statistics? YouTube is a social media platform, a channel, and their broadcast slogan was broadcast yourself. And the reason I list that is, here's a platform that has become a juggernaut that is now more watched than any network TV combined. And they also have the power to thwart the little man. When we come back, we're going to talk about your experience with YouTube and them taking your information down. This is DJ Rockwell. We'll be right back after this.
Macon, Georgia is a city rich in musical history. From the soulful sounds of Otis Redding III to the funkadelic grooves of Baten, this town has produced some true legends. On August 6 at 6 p.m., we gather at the historic Douglas Theater to pay tribute to these greats of Macon. It will be a special night as the all-star band takes the stage. Joining forces, the band will perform songs that were dear to Bateen, Jamal Thomas, Otis Redding III, and Tony Bone Dorsey. Tonight, they come together to create pure musical magic. The guitar effortlessly weaving melodic solos that touch your soul. The heartbeat of the rhythm section driving the groove with infectious energy. The all-star band carries on the legacy, echoing with the same raw passion that captivated audiences decades ago. Together, these extraordinary musicians pay homage to Macon's music legends, honoring the legacies that helped put this city on the musical map. This night at the historic Douglas Theater, we celebrate the spirit of Macon and the indelible mark these greats have left on the world of music. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime performance. Get your tickets now and join us for an unforgettable night of music.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Brother Vaughn Muhammad of the Rockwell Radio Show. For years, I've been hearing the same thing from a lot of people. Brother Vaughn and DJ Rockwell are completely two different people. So I came up with a way to separate the both of us, and perhaps we can get along better if we try it this way. Introducing DJ Rockwell. What we're going to try to do is do this together and not get on one another's nerves. Every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, check out your brother Vaughn Muhammad and this guy, DJ Rockwell. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. This is DJ Rockwell, the nation's #1 DJ. You're tuned into the Rockwell Radio Show. My guest tonight is Brother Yusuf Muhammad, the founder of NOI Chronicles. This episode is brought to you tonight by Bateen's Day. Bateen's Day is a way to honor our late beloved brother, loved by us here in Atlanta, loved by the Macon family, where music legends are made, and they'll be honoring him on August the 6th with a concert by some of his former bandmates and friends. It's a great event, and you can learn more about that event by tuning in to more information on this broadcast coming up. David, we got a banner for that, right?
Yes, we do.
We do got a banner for that. We want to send people to the website, douglastheater.myboxoffice.us. We're talking about Bateen's Day. That's August 6th. And we think, matter of fact, if you have a business, I'm talking to you at home watching this, if you have a business, and we talked about how earlier that Black media suffers from the lack of financial support from advertisers. We're inviting you to reach out to us, reach out to NOI Chronicles, figure out how you can not only support us with your eyes by watching, although that's very important, we're asking you to support us by your content, by your support, by sending us your ad dollars or your ad revenue. It matters. It keeps us on the air. Having said that, what keeps us off of the air are these juggernauts we battle. I mentioned earlier how the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, Brother Yusuf, was one of many who were taken off social media.
Sir.
We have to realize that there is a war going on for information. There's a war going on for the minds of our people. Black media is on the front line of that war, but we can't win if we don't have your eyes. I had a guest on this show, Brother Yusuf, that I'm sure you can relate to. He has a story to tell, and I wanted to go back and play a clip of that, and then I'm going to get your comment on the other side because I believe you have a similar experience. Hey, Dave, let's go.
November 2020. That's when they did an outright assault on the Criterion message all across YouTube. They sent all of the believers and guests and supporters, including Dr. Watkins, Brother Ben, Brother Reza, Brother Willie New Orleans, anybody that had any kind of traffic with the Criterion, even believers that had 10 subscribers. They took us all down at the same time on the same day, brother. Orchestrated. Come on, y'all gotta pay attention. And so therefore, after that, brother, they started banning me 7 days a week, 14 days, 30 days, man. And it just went on and on. And finally, the last death knell to them was after Savior's Day, I posted that COVID-19 plenary session. And on March the 8th, they sent me a notification and said that I was completely terminated, brother, after reaching 74,000 subscribers. But it was too late. You know, I want to share something that I don't talk about publicly, brother. But not only will I bless to reach millions of people and thousands of subscribers with the word, brother, I was blessed to raise thousands of dollars for my Savior's Day gift just on my YouTube channel. See, I'm not afraid to ask people to give to our teacher because the enemy is not afraid to fundraise off of him by surrendering him.
Now, that's my dear brother, Abdul Qiyam Muhammad, who was a former guest on this platform, the Rockwell Radio Show. Brother Yusuf, give me your response to what you heard and tell us your story, because I understand you've been in a similar battle.
Yes, sir. First, I want to say I completely 100% agree with you. I'm pretty much doing the same thing. As far as with radio, and he's one of the red flags about in their system. And so not only did they take down our radio, but they took down multiple videos with our name on it. It was a video that I had to understand that Mr. Farrakhan wasn't even speaking, but it had his name on it, and it took it down.
Wow.
And so they told me that it was in their guidelines, and I was to. And they gave me a strike well, and they threatened me with I was to upload content in similar fashion words that I'll be banned from streaming on their platform. And so that's when I said enough is enough. We're not going to keep trying to battle them on their platform, knowing that they don't on there. And so I feel like I came up with a solution.
Let me stop the music. Because Dave, our brother just said he came up with a solution.
That's what I heard.
I wish I had a drum roll right now, because I feel an announcement coming on right now. Before brother shares with us the solution, I want everybody to tag somebody. I want everybody to hit that like and share button, because brother came up with a solution that's going to now come to us in the form of an announcement. Everybody hit that like and share button, because right about now, brother Yusuf strikes back. NY Chronicles, what's the solution, black man?
So they have been taking down videos on the channel for quite some time. I feel that when they took down our radio last straw. So I've tried to find ways to be able to upload all the videos that I want in one of the live radios without worrying about them taking it down, flagging it or like that. And so I put a lot of Allah's will, grace, mercy, and blessing. I was able to develop where you can watch all of them is on NY Chronicles.
Come on now. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it first right here on the Rockwell Radio Show. Right now, the NOI Chronicles strikes back. We don't have to depend on their platforms. We don't have to depend on anything from them if we unite and pool our resources as taught to us by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and he has done just that. And I want brother to talk a bit more about this great website, which I have experienced, I have perused it, I have financially supported it, and I am absolutely advocating that all of you all do the same. Brothers, tell us about NOIChronicles.com.
So NOIChronicles.com is YouTube 2.0 for us.
Come on now.
Only shows videos that I upload and run the radio station. But we also are able to do live chat here, create groups, share videos like you can on Facebook, share documentation and galleries. I have a lot more in store that I want to do with the channel, but I need y'all support in order to help it grow.
Now, you have a free rendition of the site and you have a paid version of this site and this page. Can you please share with the listening audience and the watching audience what benefits people get with the free? And they should want to support the free off rip.
Yeah.
But what level do you take it up to and for what price per month?
Okay. So with the free, practically get everything that we on YouTube. You got the videos, you got the music video, you got Nation Station 191.0, the only thing that don't have our radio and the Elijah Muhammad radio, which you can get another plan. The other plan is all three radios, all the files and galleries that go in, look through and download. You could got the live chat. You have full profile. We call it profile. I can't think of the name right now. You have the full like Facebook profile.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And you get all of that for $2 a month.
Hold on. Wait. Dave, did that man just say we get to support our own and we get 24/7 coverage of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad messages?
Yeah.
Rare, unheard. Did he also just say that we can get rare and unheard teachings from the Messiah in our midst, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan?
Yeah.
Did he also say communicate without being censored?
Yeah.
For only $2?
That's what I heard.
Come on, man. What?
Hey, wait. What people paying for Netflix?
Come on, man.
What people paying for Spotify?
What?
Oh.
And you can, ladies and gentlemen, the website is right there on your screen. Today, not tomorrow, today. Go to www.noichronicles.com. And if you ever needed a reason to support your own, it's right there on the bottom of your screen. We're going to get ready to close out in just a minute. But before I do, we're going to go to an announcement regarding our sponsor, Bateen's Day. And I want y'all to quickly listen to this announcement regarding Bateen's Day.
Bateen's Day is an annual memorial tribute to the decades of rich cultural contributions in Middle Georgia given by phenomenal making music luminary and community leader Stanley Bateen Muhammad, who passed away unexpectedly on June 10th, 2022. This year, Bateen's Day is shaped by a special celebratory reflection on and honoring of the lives of three of his closest companions, who all were legendary making musicians who have also passed away within the past year as well. On Sunday, August 6th at 6 p.m. on the Douglas Theater stage, Anthony Tony Bone Dorsey, Otis Redding III, and Jamal Thomas will be honored along with Bateen with a concert of commemorative celebration by an outstanding ensemble of local artists. Tickets are $25 per person, and proceeds will help to establish Bateen's Day as a perpetual community benefit program for Macon-Bibb County. Purchase your tickets Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Douglas Theater box office, or go online now at douglastheater.myboxoffice.us. For details, call 478-742-2000 or 770-337-6409 or 478-718-8067.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by Bateen's Day, happening August 6th. Brother Bateen, such a beautiful brother that I had the honor of knowing, played on many gigs with him. Brother was the often called the one-man band, and he hails from Macon, Georgia. And we lost him, unfortunately, just a year or so ago. And they're putting on an event in his honor. And we are so blessed to be one of the sponsoring platforms for that event happening Sunday, August the 6th. Now, as we close out our show, Big Brother, and by the way, you tuned into the Rockwell Radio Show. This is DJ Rockwell, and my guest tonight is Brother Yusuf Muhammad, the founder of NOI Chronicles. And as he just announced, right now you can subscribe to his new site, www.noichronicles.com, and we don't have to deal with the YouTubes anymore. We don't have to deal with the censorship anymore. We can now enjoy our culture in peace without censorship and interruption. And one of the things that's close and near dear to my heart, Brother Yusuf, is your support for the NOI hip hop community. On behalf of all of them, when did you know that you were going to start adding records from Nation of Islam rap artists to your page or to your agenda? And why?
So I have a lot of people in the nation, relatives of mine that rap scene, and also listen to a lot of artists in the nation, like their CDs and Davis Day, brother H2. Young Khan, and I was looking, man, you got some out here.
Come on now.
A lot of people they feel that Muslims can put on a record. So as I was listening to my wife. I'm not trying to. He's one of the singers, one of the artists on the radio.
Okay.
And I
go ahead, promote the wife.
That's right. No shame in that.
Yes, sir.
Shameless plug.
So I put on right. I'm like, did you write that? And she's like, no, it's all man. Like, you got a lot of. And this is before she put out records and music. And then I had another brother. Brother, known as my successor, my wife's brother.
Oh, he's family.
Yes, sir.
He's dope.
Yes, sir. So he like you heard some of his music.
Absolutely. I found him on your page, on your site.
Yes, sir. So and so I've looked at a lot of artists in the nation. I've seen a lot of them getting a lot of plays, and a lot of nice ones wasn't getting a lot of spin or share like that. So I was thinking of something that he likes to get body in one spot, even playing field to expose a lot. I felt like we had a lot of really talented artists in the nation, and so. That's where the idea came from. Started radio. I already understand how to run it to heaven, I just had to figure out how to play it. And so that's how it came about.
The first thing I did, and I don't want to add a downer note, but if I don't say this, I'll be less than honest and true to myself. I was so frustrated and perturbed when I saw all of the artists that you choose their music to upload to your site and play their records 24/7 and charge them no money. And you mean to tell me, I'm talking to the rappers now, y'all who are benefiting, and y'all don't even share the site. Let me stop the music, Dave. I wish I can get a close up, Dave, even closer than this. And y'all don't even share the brother's YouTube page. I wish I had a boo button. And this is why I want to deal with that. Mm-hmm. Brother, you got a big heart, because if it was me, I say this in all seriousness as we get ready to close, and I'm going to let you have the final word on this next point. We have everything that we need if we would just simply back those who are backing us. If we would simply unite behind and stand next to the person that's done the legwork already. And the person that has done the legwork is this brother right next to me, Brother Yusuf Muhammad of NOI Chronicles. If we lift him up and the work he's done, we all sail down the stream. Support his website, www.noichronicles.com. Tell us, as we get ready to wrap up, how rappers who are trying to get their music placed, how can they get their music considered?
Well, all you have to do is email NOIC Live Radio. And I'll email back some information from you. We'll get you spinning.
Say that email address one more time.
It's NOIC Live Radio at gmail.com.
Brothers and sisters, y'all heard it right there. NOIC Live Radio, to get your material considered for adding to the playlist. Do you have any criteria? Do you have anything what is your criteria by which you choose the records that you add to the playlist?
Well, I have no criteria as far as the music that they submit. Because I feel that I went about it that way. It wouldn't be just something that might not flavor might be something flavor. So I allow it might not work for me. Like it's songs on here that my mom loves. Hey, you know, I'm not trying to down anybody, but every song on the nation is my flavor, but it's songs on here that the old heads, young boys, and we got everything. We got house music, hip hop, we got instrumentals, poems, we got it all.
So people can just tune into this and hear, and I have done so many a day. Sit in my office and just hit play and let it rock and hear good hip hop. And let's be honest. It's like you said, everything is not necessarily up. And again, if it was me, sometimes things have to reach a certain standard to make the playlist. On my mixtapes, that's how it works. You got to reach a certain sonic quality. But you play it all, brothers. I'm telling you, if I was a MC, brother, we owe you a debt of gratitude, because who else is playing our records outside of our family and friends? And on a worldwide platform, wait till y'all see his website, how neat and organized it is, how he is taking rappers from all around the country in the Nation of Islam and putting them on Front Street. Who else is doing it? Brother, final word is yours about NOI Chronicles. What do you want to say to the people?
Man, all I say is, first of all, I want to say thank you for having me on this platform. It's been a long time coming.
No doubt.
One of the shows on YouTube. Definitely.
Allahu Akbar.
But all I ask is, that you guys support, subscribe to the channel and help us grow. We return the favor.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, we thank you for tuning in. We thank our brother Yusuf Muhammad of NOI Chronicles. We thank our sponsor, By Teens Day. We thank you for tuning in. Spread the word, tag somebody, share, and we'll be right back here next week. This is DJ Rockwell, and you just watched another fly episode of the Rockwell Radio Show. We are out of here. Salute.
Now, if you got past all of that, you might as well keep on rocking with us. So come on, everybody, let's go. Radio show, y'all. The Rockwell Radio Show. The Rockwell Radio Show, y'all. The Rockwell Radio Show. The Rockwell Radio Show, y'all. The Rockwell Radio Show. The Rockwell Radio Show, y'all. The Rockwell Radio Show. The Rockwell Radio Show. That means you too, Rockwell Radio Show. The Rockwell Radio Show. The Rockwell Radio Show. The Rockwell Radio Show, y'all. The Rockwell Radio Show. The Rockwell Radio Show. The Rockwell Radio Show. Come on now, y'all. Yeah.
It was a dope episode, man. Come on, man. Top tripping.